Hello everybody. A sense of me feels like a whole weight has been lifted off my shoulders, but another part of me is also a little bit sorry because of how long it took to make these videos. So for the next few days you're going to see this video, and then you're going to see two more other LEGO City 2021 of the summer reviews. I got these in August when they came out. However, it took me, it's now January of 2022, and it just took me way too long to do this. These sets just kept getting pushed back further and further every single week, every single month, and I finally have the time to do it, and hopefully I can do the same with the Jurassic World stuff. So in this video we'll be looking at one of these summer 2021 sets, this being the Wildlife Rescue Off-Roader with 157 pieces. This is a 4+ LEGO City set, so without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, let's get started. So really the only thing I took out for this segment is I just took out the lions. Also might as well take out the minifigures, but let's start off nice and easy by first showing you some of the accessories that are included. So the way 4+ sets work obviously is they've broken down all the builds into elements. Of course, these are used to feed the animals from a distance, for a safe distance. This is of course to hook onto the animals if things get out of hand. So we got a little stick with a chicken leg, and we got one with fish. So that is a pretty solid trio of tools here. They're not necessarily weapons, they're more of tools, and that's why I think what they're trying to go for here. We have a little natural terrain build right here, with a pretty nice looking simplistic tree. You know, it's not supposed to look super fancy and all that and whatnot. Little fire, very basic fire pits. You can look, it's just very basically built, very basic. It's not supposed to be super detailed and all that and whatnot. Got a mug, got a little crate of walkie-talkies, binoculars, a camera, just all the essential survival gear. I don't know about the camera, but definitely the survival gear is walkie-talkie, that's for sure. So there's that, and then the main terrain. Let's take a look at it. It's just a mountainous terrain, if you will. It's connected. It's not really connected, but there is this bridge, quote-unquote bridge, you can make and have your animals just cross it, if you will. So it's very straightforward. Just a little river as a big light blue piece coming through with green on the side to represent the grass. We have a little clip here for the snake to be sliding up. So I'm going to take the snake up. We will look at the snake out of its own momentarily. We got a little egg in here. Very hollow space, as you can see. So lots of space to roam around to whatever your animal's heart's content, if you will. And of course, the more presentable side will be here because you know this is where it's all covered up. So this is really what the terrain you're going for here. So lots of big parts, as you can see, using the big stone pieces. It has been pretty common, a lot of cave-like mountain builds. So yeah, for a 4+ set, you got trees. Oh yeah, you can't knock this down. Gotta show you. This is kind of just makes a little play feature. I guess you can act like oh no, a lion cub has fallen to the river. Quick, build the Lego helicopter. Hey, you know that meme. So basically that, and then yeah, more straightforward trees. And what more can I say? This is a very straightforward build for a main build. It's a 4+ set. It's meant to be easy, and you got easy, but still pretty well detailed, to say the least. And then we've got some vehicles. Let's start off with this small little jet ski here, which I'm honestly not that much of a fan of. I don't think it looks good, especially the back with this Technic piece. Yes, this is how it's built. It's not incomplete. This is how it's built. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this. This just doesn't look finished. At least they could put something on the back. I get it's a 4+ set, so they're trying to keep it simple. But even simple, you can even just like the slightest amount of details can really make the difference in the build. And I think just make the back view more complete, even for something that's supposed to be basic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go simple, but you have a large assortment of pieces, Lego. You can just throw in a couple more big pieces and make it look a little nicer, you know? So that's just my opinion. So I'm not really a big fan of this jet ski. This off-roader vehicle, I think this is what the set is actually meant to highlight, which is this vehicle. Actually, it's not the terrain. It's very good. You know, it's a 4+ set. So as you can see, the entire base of the vehicle is just one big piece. So that means easy build with the tires and the wheels. The front is also pretty straightforward. You got the piece, just light pieces and then whatnot. This is a printed piece. There are no stickers because for a little kid that's maybe at the age of 4 or older, stickers may not be ideal for them. So of course that makes sense. Little chain here to help pull along things that if animals get stuck, like for example that drawbridge collapsing, the animal fall into the water, you can help the animal pull them out of the, you know, you get the idea. Then you got some vehicles back here. We got some crates back here with some accessories, and overall very spacious. Can fit one minifigure, but it's still pretty spacious in the driver's seat. So I think that is pretty good. So overall, for a simple 4+ build like this looks pretty good. You know, it's simple, but it still has details, something that they can learn from and apply to the little jet ski here. So overall, I like this vehicle. It is very nice. Now, of course, what we haven't looked at yet are the animals and the minifigures. So let's do that right now. Okay, before we look at the animals, let's just get the minifigures over with first. So there are 3 minifigures included in this set. 2 of them being vehicle drivers and 1 of them being a main character called Jessica Sharp. And this girl right here. So I guess this is following a series that LEGO is making for their city line, which as you can tell, I don't follow. So I have no idea who this character is and all that and whatnot. So for those of you in the comments, let me know, because I really don't know. But he has a pretty good print. No secondary face. She got the standard ponytail hairpiece. And yeah, she's got olive green legs. And yeah, that's pretty much it. To me, these are just average citizen minifigures. Now we got our 2 vehicle drivers. I guess this is the jet ski driver, as I showed you earlier. He's wearing the helmet, so I guess it makes the most sense. He's got the Jang face, as I like to call it. He has no secondary face. So of course their uniforms is really what you expect of an average LEGO safari person. And then this is the truck driver with the sunglasses, and pretty much just, yeah, I know it's different, but it's we got some blue. This is a good print, good color, and yeah, so again, these are citizen like class minifigures, so it's really not too much to talk about, to say so myself. So that is it for the minifigures. Now, of course, if there's any LEGO set that has animals or has any association with animals, you know I would be there to get the set and take a look at. And of course, I'll dedicate the animals in their own section. So we have 3 animals in this set. We have a male lion, which I think is currently the only way you can get a male lion figure, which is in this set. Then we have a baby cub, a little cub lion, and then we have a snake, which I think both the cub and the snake are in the other safari sets, which we will look at. But I think the snake here has the olive green print, which is, I think, only available in this set, if I remember correctly. Never had a LEGO snake before. Well, I had from Ninjago, but not like an actual animal snake. No, from no fantasy mythical world, a real life iteration of a snake. This is my first, for sure. There are no studs, as you can see, to attach it. However, at the end of the tail, it is a lightsaber clip. So as you saw earlier in the main build, it could be clipped on just like that. Overall, I like the patterns going on, and the face is pretty simple. And you know what? this is a good Lego snake. I think probably one of the best Lego snakes that I've seen them make up to date. And when you put him on the ground like this, it just looks like it's slithering because it's moving its head up, so it's not completely flat on the ground. Because I think that's usually how they would do the snake figures. But in this case, the snake actually is moving its head up, so it's actually like looks like it is in a slithering motion. I think that really what highlights it. And then we got the Lego, not Lego, of course it's Lego. I mean the lion cub right here. Very, very adorable, as you would expect from a little baby animal. The face is honestly what you expect. There you go. Oh god, I'm shaking so much, and the camera is struggling to focus. There we go. Look at that, very basic print, but looks very beautiful. And very cute too. So I think there are lion cubs in the other sets. If I'm looking at them right now, I think there is. So good to collect. And you know I love Lego animals, so this is great. Now of course the highlight for me from all the animals is of course this male lion. This is definitely the star of the show. It's the same mold, the same pieces as the other lions, jaguars, cheetahs, cougars, just this type of cat animal. Lego would just run the same mold, so this hasn't really changed. However, of course, this being a male lion, the headpiece is a little bit more unique than usual. Has a massive amount of fur, and that's why. And also feels heavier. That's why this piece actually feels a little heavier. And articulation-wise, there is articulation. So if you want, you can make the lion like climb up a tree or something like that. You zoom out, show you guys. Like climb up a tree, or I don't know, maybe it looks like he's running, and you can do this. Or if you just want him to stay still, move back. So lots of articulation in ways. Of course, articulation on the head. You cannot bring the head all the way down, but you can bring it all the way up like this. So I think this is good. And of course, there are studs, so you can attach them on a base plate and all that and whatnot. So this came as one whole piece. There was no assembly required. Because I think if you try to take this apart, you will break the figures. So, yeah, good lion figure. Of course, I think is the only way you can acquire a lion figure at the moment. And yeah, so given that I've gotten the other two safari sets, it would be nice when I put this male lion with the cubs and the female lion to make a little lion family. I think that would be pretty good. So now let's take a look at the box, and that will be it for this review. Box time, baby. Let's take a look at the box. Let's see what the box has to offer. Big 4+ right there already to indicate that, yes, this is a 4+ set. And the box fell. That's cool. Set 60301 with 157 pieces. Apparently our minifigure here, which we saw earlier, is Jessica Sharp. Got the animals up here, another photo here, and at the back, because it's a 4+ set, the way they've photographed the box is they've basically showcased every essential build, I guess, if you will. I guess the idea of it is the baby cub is separated from the male lion, from the dad, and then the people are trying to create a little bridge for the cup to cross. That's a pretty cool concept. Of course, learn to build because it is a 4+ set. So that is the box. It's a good set. What more can I say? It's a 4+ set, so obviously my expectations cannot be up there in terms of a Lego standpoint. But it is pretty good for the price. Retailing at around, I think it was $50 when I bought it. And this is good. Lots of stuff is going on. Obviously, details are completely out of the picture, but the amount of stuff you get is good. The car rescue vehicle is very, very nice. Big parts, easy to build, and that's good. Of course, I'm all here for animals, so to get the male lion and the little baby cub and a snake is great. The other safari sets, we don't have a male. They have lions, but they have the female lions, not a male lion. So this would be technically right now the only way you could get a male lion figure. That's really what I got this set for, and it's good. animals are always good. The minifigure selection is meh. It's whatever. It's Lego City. Can't expect much. What I probably don't like from the whole set is just the boat. It just looks underbuilt. Even for a 4+ level, I feel like there could have been more that could have been added. But other than that, it's not bad. Not bad of a set. So yeah, I give this a 7 out of 10. For a 4+ set, this is a pretty good standard. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the other 2 Lego City sets that will be coming out after this. The 2 big ones. And then I can finally finish the Jurassic World 2021 stuff. And then we can finally get started on the 2022 stuff. Oh my god, I'm just so behind. So, enough said. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. And of course, always subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Peace out. And I just dropped the box.